name's Owen, and I'm the Dungeon Master of our Return of the Giants 5th edition homebrew campaign.
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm playing Lyra, the Eladrin Spore Druid, and she is just a little bit obsessed with mushrooms.
Hi, my name's Simon. I'm playing the character of Ember. I'm a wildfire druid who's on a quest to be the very best there ever was.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I play Harry Harrington, the Herringon, the roguish merchant with the heart of gold.
My name is Christian. I'm playing Bartholomew, the romantic dancing Owlin, Paladin of devotion.
Hi, my name is Matt, and I'll be playing Niles Silverwind, the Owlin, Way of the Sympathy Monk.
Hey guys, I'm Jared. I play the character of Thrain, the boisterous frost giant, the Goliath, path of the giant barbarian.
Hello there, lovely listener. This is just a warning to let you know that this episode of Return of the Giants may contain adult language or adult themes. Hello! Hello everybody.
Yo.
Hello there and welcome back to the Lost Archives, and a very warm welcome back to Jared. We've missed you, buddy. It's nice to have you back.
Oh, well, it's nice to be back. I've definitely had a bit of an absence, just some personal stuff in the background. But I'm happy to be back. Looking forward to jumping in tonight with a slightly different flavour.
Yeah, we won't say too much. We'll introduce
we'll just leave it for now.
Yeah, well, obviously those of you watching on Twitch and watching on YouTube, you can already see a change to the overlay and character name and artwork for Jared. I won't spoil anything because the podcast listeners, you deserve to have the introduction at the same time. So we will have this introduction happen organically at the start of the session, but I wanted to immediately welcome you back properly. And welcome all of you viewers back to the Return of the Giants, the premier homebrew D&D campaign. We have some very exciting announcements to share. The major one is that I have been doing a bit of, work with voice acting for a TTRPG that's about to launch on Kickstarter called Scorched Basin. It is a Dune Mad Max inspired setting that can be used in any D&D Pathfinder. It's system agnostic. You can incorporate it, and there's ways to help you incorporate it into any TTRPG of your choosing. But the bit that kind of really sets it apart is that a whole bunch of creators, including D&D Shorts, Roll Together RPG, me as well, have recorded voiced lines for a number of the races and special characters within the world that you can use at your table wherever you want to use them. So there will be a link appearing down below in the comments and next to me in the overlay that you can click on to go check out the Kickstarter. It's not live just yet, but it will be soon. And if you do use that link and commit to the Kickstarter, I get a little bit of the Kickstarter money too, which is nice and helps out the Lost Archives. Everybody wins. So if you're interested, do check it out. It looks really cool. When it goes live, I'll be able to talk a bit more about it with some extra information. But yeah, it's really sick. The artwork in particular, wow, it's so good. It's like fantasy Mad Max. It's amazing. I'm very excited. So yeah, if you want to check that out, do. I have to sing as part of my character voice work, which was fun.
Nice.
As like as a character who's slightly goblinoid. So yeah, I mean, even just if you want to enjoy the embarrassing moment of me having to sing as a goblinoid, you should go check it out just for that alone. I reckon that's the draw card right there, baby. That's the money shot. So make sure you check it out. Yeah, super fun.
Perfect choice of words.
Perfect choice of words. The other fun announcement to share is our Baldur's Gate 3 Bard-only playthrough continues to be as chaotic as ever. There's new episodes coming out every Saturday on YouTube if you're in Australia. I think it's Friday night if you're elsewhere in the world. This most recent one, we ended up committing a Flaming Fist genocide. It wasn't intentional. They just kept coming. And it's a real problem. Normally as a bard, you like it when people keep coming. But in this instance, it was a bit of an issue. So we had to make some drastic choices. I did discover that the Swords Bard, thank you, the Swords Bard maneuvering shot does yeet back the Steel Watch very far. So we did start positioning ourselves and yeeting them into the Keonthar River, which was a very handy way to deal with like a lot of massive robots. So I do. Again, I maintain Bard is the best class in Baldur's Gate 3, and if you're not running a party of all Bards, you're missing out on 90% of the best content the game has to offer.
There you go.
So
You gotta
make
get
sure you
this.
check it out. That is pretty much all the fun news I have to share. We do have Christian coming. He's just running a little bit late. He'll be jumping on in a moment. But that's all the fun news to share before we jump on in. Anything else fun before we start the session and introduce Jared's character?
Good.
I made Ali watch a 2.5-hour Minecraft video today about civilization.
What sort of civilization?
I have follow-up
Like,
questions.
It's this like YouTuber called Iffy, and like what he does, he gets like 500 players and puts them on like 500 players on one island, and 500 players on another island. One island has all the resources, one island doesn't. But it's like just super well edited, and then it's just like all this like political intrigue happening between these different nations forming in there. I had it recommended last night. I'm like, oh my god, this is incredible. I need to show this.
I actually want to be a part of this. I've gone from being very skeptical about what you're about to introduce to actually this sounds really fun and I want to be
Honestly, 10 out
involved.
of 10 can recommend.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've then gone
good.
and watched his previous video. That's like another hour and a half long. Like,
All right, I might
The
go check this
RP
out.
is just top tier.
Okay.
Damn, okay, I will go check this out because
Yeah.
I lost a number of hours to Ark Survival Evolved to an RP server.
Yeah.
Like by many hundreds of hours.
Oh God.
Yeah, and I like
No.
it was great fun. Like it was a very heavy RP server, and I ended up being like tribe agnostic and traveling around and helping them set up like kibble farms, like farming food and how to like get the specific kibbles they needed and like set up the breeding because like I understood kind of how the breeding system worked. This is very early Ark days before it was a bit more understood.
Yeah, right.
And it was really fun, like being the person who wasn't involved in any of the tribe wars and just getting to watch all of it happen. And like it was good. It was good not having any like set allies. It was nice.
I used to play this really. I used to play Mountain Blade Bannerlord 2, whatever it is.
Yeah, Mountain Blade's good.
And there was a mod for that. I don't remember exactly what it was called. It was like a Kingdoms mod though, and I was part of the Templars. And we would actually like have like battles, stage battles. There'd be like sieges, and then we'd all be in formation. There's like 50 of us roll up to these battles, and the other people join in. I think the most I ever participated in was like an 800-player siege.
Holy
and
shit.
that was
Amazing.
and that was crazy.
What?
There
That's
was
nuts, man.
trebuchets. There was like people like firing crossbows and arrows, and
Oh,
people dying off ladders, and then breaches, and then pushing in. It was amazing.
wow.
I want to reenact Helm's
And then,
Deep.
yeah,
That looks
Yeah.
I want to do Helm's
That
Deep.
sounded like
It's
Helm's Deep.
I'll do Helm's Deep. I want to have like, yeah, that'd be sick. I want to do that.
That'd be
All right, we'll talk about this later. There's more that we can talk about here. Let's do our recap. Let's jump into the session. Let's start some D&D because for Jared, it's been a while since
I'm
you
just
last
gonna
played
quickly
D&D.
say hi to everyone again in the chat. By the way, I can see you guys all saying hi. Thanks. Sorry.
It's good to have you back.
Let's
And
jump
I
in.
was just saying it's been a while since you played D&D. The last time you played D&D was the last time you were on the stream, right? So it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, because like I did some like there was like a little bit of like there was like a friends campaign I did for a tiny little bit, but that was literally just with some mates in like a shed. Otherwise, I haven't
Love
done
that.
any D&D at all. I've just sort of just had other things going in the background, unfortunately.
Nice.
Well, we'll get you back in. We'll get the fixed, the itch scratched.
All right.
Previously, the Tempest Adventuring Guild, a name now legendary across the lands of Nostea, has been taking on the threat posed by the return of the Giants. Lyra, Niles, Harry, Ember, Bartholomew, and new member Grim have sailed across the waves to the Shattered Isles, braving the hazardous erupting volcano and the elemental terrors waiting inside. With the volcano's fury quelled and the destruction of the energy siphon at its heart, the team are now in the floating city of Seastride, looking for a way home to Oxenford. With Harry kidnapped by the cloud giant at the volcano, Ember's fire spirit flicker no longer summonable following the release of elemental energy, and the team now caretakers of a giant energy core, it was decided that their next move would need to be seeking sanctuary in the nearby safe haven of Seastride. All is not dark, however. Bart's decision to dedicate himself to the goddess Melora has revealed some more information in regards to the disappearance of the giants, and has given the party a destination, northward, to the frozen wastes the frost giants have been spotted exploring. While Grim and Lyra travelled to the safe harbour tavern they were planning on staying at, Bart decided to try and get some intel from the Aarakocra messenger tower. With Niles acting as a lookout, Bart disguised himself as a messenger and flew over to the landing pad, using a number of fake letters as cover to have a missive delivered to his partner back in Eris. After causing a bit of a ruckus on the ground floor in this attempt, however, Bart was forced to head upstairs, stumbling along a meeting between two peregrine falcon Aarakocra and a coastal screech Owlin. Focused on the tower, Niles was a little distracted, which allowed another Owlin to drop down behind him with very little warning. Surprised, Niles recognized the dark feathered barn owl as his cousin Soren, another member of the Silverwind family. Sent with a message for Niles, warning him about his avoidance of the responsibilities he has to his family, and revealing a little more about the situation in Eris. Departing with a warning for his cousin, Soren left Niles even more conflicted on the best course of action concerning his people. Meanwhile, Lyra and Grimm had enjoyed a tour of Seastride, above and below the waves, the Warforged flotsam guiding them to a jeweler and then on to the portal room, taking the scenic route along the way. Arriving at the Ocean Trading Company headquarters, Lyra and Grimm learned from a gecko lizardfolk called Silas that they would need a writ of acquisition to be able to access the portal ruins. Back at the Messenger Guild tower, Bart used some theatrics to attempt to gather his information, but with his attempts growing too bold and outing him as a spy, he was forced to flee. With his Paladin powers allowing him to freeze pursuit from the Aarakocra and Owlin, a call of alarm went up throughout the tower as he flew downstairs toward the exit. Bursting from the windows, and with the peregrine falcon Aarakocra in hot pursuit, the rest of the team rushed to try and converge on Bart's hiding place before he was caught. Arriving right as Bart was discovered, Niles unleashed his Banzabilaro on the Aarakocra, binding it rapidly in iron chains and dropping it from the sky. Bart's command spell quickly immobilized the other, allowing Grimm to bind it with more mundane means. Dragging the two figures into a nearby townhouse, the team proceeded to interrogate the siblings, learning a little more about the situation in Eris and Nyx's control over the Shadow Claws. We left off last session, however, as a figure attempted to open the door from the other side, from inside the townhouse. As the door handle rattles, a voice from beyond goes, The sound of footsteps recedes for a moment. You breathe a sigh of relief. Whoever it was tried the door, clearly was unsuccessful, and that's when the footsteps begin to increase again. The sound of someone running as a heavy force crashes into the door, splinters the door down, and lands bodily in front of you. Jared, could you please describe Cassius to us?
Also, by the way, hey Christian, how you doing?
Jared, hey!
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Missed you.
Oh,
Let me bring your artwork up on stream.
Yes.
I'm going to disappear for a moment, everybody. You'll see the artwork appear now. I'm invisible for the time being. Jared, could you please describe Cassius to us? What do the party see as this heavy Orcan form bursts through the door and lands in front of them?
Yeah, so pretty much, so what you see is you sort of see, the first things, I guess, is like the wolf iconography. There's, he obviously has the wolf head cape. And then the major thing that he sort of has is that there's an arm. You guys aren't exactly sure what its properties are, but it's definitely, it looks like it might not be actually like part of him per se, like his flesh.
Right.
Otherwise, he's got like heavier armor on. It's like plate armor with like sort of like tabard and other cloth thrown through it. And yeah, he's got a gnarly like scar that runs across his face. Carries a shield. Yeah, that's pretty much the artwork's like pretty bang on. But yeah,
Yeah, for podcast listeners, the tabard is this sort of washed sea green, Maloran orc, so very
Yes.
rough, rugged features, dark hair, dark beard with the moustache area shaved clean, very healthy looking tusks, and the gauntlet. Yeah, you can see the connection to his arm. There are mechanical parts built into this, and it looks slightly larger. It almost is asymmetric. It is much larger than his other hand. If he's wearing this as a gauntlet, his hand must be swimming in it because it is huge compared to the size of his other fist.
And then the last thing I forgot to mention as well is in the artwork, it's a bit harder to tell out, but there's a big, massive 3-department quiver. It's got its dwarven make, quite ornate, sort of It's quite it's got some like intricacies to it and stuff like that. It ties into dwarven stuff.
Slung on the back, right? So this is
slung on the back. Yep.
It looks like there's
and the other thing as well. Sorry, you go first.
No, you go.
I was going to mention because I'm looking at the artwork, the Maloran, just like an emblem, I would imagine it would be.
Yeah, the symbol of Melora and the symbol of the Maloran orc specifically. This kind of overlapping. I'll bring the artwork back up again, and I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit for you so you get the full effect. You zoom in a little bit. This kind of swirling wave pattern underneath with a swirling storm cloud above. Breaking down to it. I'll make a full version of this and share it because I believe Bart is also going to be rocking the Maloran holy symbol as well.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure we feature that as well so you can see what it looks like.
That was all as well purely because I had no items and Ali was like with Lyra, here's the symbol, and I was just like, I need a holy symbol to cast spells. There was no planning for this.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I didn't even so I'll explain actually why I'm switching off Thrain now.
Mm-hmm.
But this I did make Cassius as a Maloran orc, not even realizing that you had that tie as well, which is pretty fun.
That is cool.
But for Thrain, I loved Thrain. I loved playing him, but for me, I was going through a lot of like social anxiety issues and other anxiety issues, and playing such a boisterous energy suddenly became a wall for me to come back. So I was like, okay, I need to switch it up because I just keep hitting this wall. So I'm like, all right, that's when I talked to Owen about it. I'm like, I got this other idea because this character is going to be able to sit back a bit more, watch the party sort of do things, and I react. So it's not so much me taking the bull by the horns. I'm reacting more than I have to. So it's nice. I can
Taking
just
the wolf
sort of
by the fur.
yeah. you can say that.
Nice, man.
But it just lets me like chill back a little bit more.
Yeah,
So the quiver, which it does stand out very much so, especially as he falls forwards, and you can see it on his back. Dwarven make this very dark cured leather, and you can see clearly two compartments, one holding arrows, one holding what look like javelins, and then another compartment that's fully zipped up.
Actually, I will say this because of the quiver of a loner. Technically,
so yeah, it's a magic item.
I don't think there's anything poking out. Technically, I think
technically
just,
not. No, that's true. Yeah, it's all hidden.
Yeah,
inside.
they're extra because it's technically just
an extra dimensional
compartments.
space. Yeah, it's like a bag of holding. It's a bag of holding for like a quiver.
For weapons.
Yeah, for weapons.
I was
Specifically
thinking,
for
I'd
weapons.
love it if
and-
like you have like a javelin on your back and you fall through the door and it just like flies out and just spears on people who got tied up.
Yeah.
It's not just one javelin. It's like 60 of them falling out. Like,
There's a few in there, actually.
It's like Lyra's decanter of endless water. You turn the quiver sideways and you call out the command word, and a geyser of javelins flies out the front of it. Yeah. So it's not how that works.
Gun.
No.
But yeah, so to all of your eyes, you watch as this figure, this Maloran orc crashes through the door, lands bodily on the ground in front of you. Cassius, you see the characters before you. The only one I need to describe to you that you haven't seen before, Jared specifically, is Grim. You're like what, 6'3", 6'4", high elf?
He's like 6'5", 6'6", I think.
6'5", 6'6", high elf.
Yep.
Tall, gaunt, dressed in like these long flowing robes that have a bit of a bone motif going on, especially around the chest area. Little monocle perched sort of just underneath his right brow. Bit gaunt looking. And then tied up in front of the
from
group.
Adam's family.
Yeah, very. You'd be like
yeah,
Uncle.
yeah,
You'd be
yeah.
Uncle Grim on the other side. It'd be like Morticia's side of the family for
Uncle
sure.
Graham. Yes.
Yeah, Uncle Grim. Cousin Grim maybe. And tied up in front of them. One of them bound in these overlapping metal chains with glowing sigils are two Aarakocra, peregrine falcon Aarakocra. They look very similar. Looks like a brother and sister, cousins maybe. And they're just tied up on the ground in front of this group of people, all of whom are standing over these people looking down as you burst through the door. Cassius, that pull that you've been feeling, this is the source.
Okay, so for context, we did talk about this a little bit. So everyone in the party other than Grim, I do recognize their faces.
You do.
Yep. And that's because Actually, I won't talk about it now.
No, let's keep it secret. Let's keep it secret. I was going to say.
Yeah,
I was about to go. Not yet.
At least I. Yeah, no, that's cool. At least I know, there's context now.
Yeah.
So, I sort of stand up, dust myself off, have a look at you all, sort of scan your faces real quick, just get recognition in. Ah, perfect. I've been looking for you lot. By all means, my name's Cassius. I might have been sent this way to make your acquaintance. Lovely to meet you all. What are your names?
A bony hand sort of comes out from the side of you. Good to meet you. I'm Grim. Pleasure.
What are we doing? I'm going to rush and close the door behind you.
You have to pick the door up off the ground. Cassius has broken it off its hinges as you lift it up and put it back. You can see
like hold it in place.
I cast mate and just use mate to put up the door.
Did this door actually mean anything to you lot? By all means, I've got Smith's tools. I can do some repairs right now for you all.
No. Nothing to do with us.
By all means, sorry, my mistake then.
We're kind of in the middle of something here.
I will cast mending on the hinges. While you
I can get the other one so it's balanced.
Nice.
Are you from the Aarakocra Guild?
Not at all, my friend. Not at all. I have been sent here to Oh, and how much should I actually give up here? Can I divulge?
You. It's up to you. You can be as honest as you want. You know that the message that you've been sent with, you know that the situation you've been sent with, you've not been told to keep it secret per se, but you have been told to limit knowledge of this person's involvement.
Okay.
Can I name drop the Melora and stuff like that?
Can. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, so I scan you all. So, that is not those guilds though per se, not at all. But I've been sent here. How do I explain this? It's a bit. I was off doing my own business per se, and suddenly I was just having a nice little nap, and Melora, the god I sort of live through and praise, I suppose.
What's that check?
Okay, yeah, I'll leave that for now.
Roll the insight check, but we'll come back to it.
And then by saying that, she flashed all your faces in me noggin here, and well, not really sure on the exact specifics per se, but I've feels like some premonition has brought us together. So by all means, happy to make your acquaintance.
Cassius, you don't need to roll anything for this. You are telling the truth, so there's nothing you need to roll. But you don't know who this guy is. You don't know if he's telling the truth or not. I mean, he strikes you as someone who's very easygoing, but maybe that's just an act. With a 7, you can't read this. He's too chill. He's too chill.
The Peregrines and the Owl were easygoing until they tried to put me to sleep, shove me in a bag, and murder me.
Yeah, you've learned not to trust. So you're not sure.
I guess I don't have that baggage.
No, Niles and Lyra. Yeah, this figure seems to be telling the truth. I mean, obviously is a Meloran orc. That's easy to spot. You can see that physically. He has what looks like not necessarily a holy symbol of Melora, but a symbol of Melora dangling from his belt. You can't see much of his tattoos at the moment. Most of them are kind of covered by the armor that he's wearing, the tabard as well. Just underneath where the wolf cloak kind of wraps around his shoulders, you can see the start of a swirling pattern there, but you don't know any more than that. You can't see any more from his tattoos right now.
Question.
Yeah.
Does the armor evoke a sense of this is an armor from is this native to Sea Stride, places that Meloran orcs would congregate to, or is this more of a mainland armor?
This is much more mainland armor. This is definitely not the traditional armor.
A little bit different.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit different.
Yeah,
a little bit different. But this is definitely not Meloran orc traditional armor.
This is
you know what this looks like because we've done it for.
Because I also play Meloran orc on during.
I've seen the artwork, and very good artwork, by the way.
It's lovely.
But I have seen the artwork.
So
very stark differences actually when it comes to Meloran orcs, and
interesting.
You'll find out eventually.
Yeah, but I would say the imagery you get, Niles, this I mean, especially the gauntlet mechanical arm. There's elements of I mean, it looks not too dissimilar.
Just quickly as well, sorry, should say as well, that artwork, the for obviously dramatic effect, the claws are out. However,
yes, the claws are not out right now.
They're not out right now.
The sparkling lightning bear claws are not visible. Just looks like a gauntleted fist.
Okay, that's good. That's good context.
Good to know.
Yeah.
He just flag.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Looks a little bit, I mean, Warforged-esque, the arm.
Oh, okay.
Now that you've had a bit of a chance to get a closer look, there's elements of construction here. This looks like it's been... Yeah, and the armor, there's something about it that you can't quite put your finger on. It's definitely not traditional Maloran Orc
Can we get
attire.
a charisma save from our new friend? I thought it was on cast, but Ali has just...
Zone of Truth.
And it's on...
yeah!
You have wandered into a Zone of Truth, that is fair. Can I have a charisma saving throw, please, Jared?
You walk in, you tell like secret.
That's fine, that's gonna stress.
I did type it, but I'm also just going to connect to
Got a
Niles.
2.
And just...
Good.
Do I notice it's there?
You do notice it's there, and you know that you can only speak the truth. Yeah, you only speak the
truth. Deary me. Okay, sure. That's how we want to start our proceedings here per se, but making friends and such, by all means, if that's the people that you are, then I don't hold you to it. Thanks, sweet.
To be fair, you did walk into an interrogation, but
Oh, did I?
Are you actually here to...
To be honest, I just felt a certain pull. I'm not really sure. I was just following it. So to be fair, I'm not really sure what proceedings were currently going on. So, wait, there's an interrogation there. That sounds definitely interesting. What he? I have a look around actually to sort of now have a look at the room.
Yeah.
It's the back of a shop, Cassius. They've clearly opened the back room of a shop, barred the door with a chair into the shop itself, and then guard the back door. But like this is clearly not like I mean, unless this shop is a front, it looked like a bakery to you when you walked in the front door.
Yeah. Okay. Am I right in thinking that I was feeling a pull?
There was
talking about?
Yeah, there was almost like a
cool.
like a feeling of connection pulling you to this place, like this, almost like particularly your arm, Cassius.
Yep.
Almost like a
I often
nudge.
have that feeling when I walk near a bakery. I get this pull. I have to go outside the bakery.
Both your stomach and your arm agreed, Cassius. This was where you needed to be. Yeah.
I have another question now that we're kind of like assessing each other. Is there a notable crystal on the back of Cassius'
There is
hand?
no visible crystal on the back of Cassius's hand or the gauntleted fist. But to be fair, the gauntleted fist is so covered in armor, there could be, I mean, if his hand is underneath there could be a stone there.
I'm being
there
honest,
could just be,
there has been a lot of modifications on this arm.
Right. When I shook Cassius' hand, do I notice any magic or anything with the arm itself?
You do still have to take magic.
I probably would have still... Actually, it'd be my right hand. I probably would have used my flesh hand, though, to shake your hand. Wouldn't probably have used my metal hand.
You do still have detect magic up though, Grim, from last time, I believe. Oh, no, you were using Identify. That's right, you were using Identify, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, no, and then you didn't end up doing it. You just went for a Arcana check.
I did use detect magic because I have the one-time use a day one I could use as well that I use.
Okay, that is up for 10 minutes. So I would say that there is enchantment energy clearly blazing like a light from this gauntleted arm. There's a couple of different schools of magic at work here. There's a little bit of evocation, there's a little bit of enchantment, and there's a little bit of abjuration going on here.
All right, Grim's looking at him just like, fantastic, fine work you've got there with your hands there. I won't distract you from that. These are our friends, tied up, of course. They tried to catch us, but we caught them, and they told me I've got 8 weeks.
Well, no, hold on there. Actually, you know what? I'm a bit more
lots of interesting information
my friend.
about these guys.
What I'm actually quite interested in. Let's take a step back. By all means, I didn't know you were a connoisseur of magic weapons. By all means, and then I show my arm to you and start showing you because I also love magic weapons. So. Because I don't even care about the thing now. I'm starting to now geek out with you about my magic arm.
Yeah. Like,
I forget yet again that we're talking about an interrogation.
While they're geeking out, I'm going to do a chat with Quincy and just see if he classes as Fey Fiend, Celestial, Undead.
None of those.
Okay.
Fully sick, though, of course.
He does show up as badass, does trigger in your divine sense, but nothing more than that.
If I can interject, I mean, just because we're in the zone of truth and all that, are you here to help us, or are you here to not help us?
I guess I was sent here with, I guess it was more of an impulse, an urge to what that holds. I haven't been given an actually proper direction really there, my friend. So I guess we'll decide this as we have a little chat, I suppose. Like I said, we're in the middle of an interrogation room. And what I would, interesting.
Niles is so confused. Like Niles is looking at the prisoners, looking at Crassus, looking at the prisoners, looking at Crassus, looking at the prisoners. Like
the two Aarakocra with your insight check look as surprised as you are at the appearance of this orc.
Oh, hi there, my little fellows. Oh, you're a bit tied up there. Oh, that looks a bit uncomfortable.
You weren't sent here or by the Fae or someone else that's working for the Fae, or as far as you're aware, there's like Fae related.
Yes,
I definitely feel like it's probably Melora. To be fair, she does stuff like this. She's very.
Does she?
To be fair, wild. To be fair.
Well, as long as you're not from the Fae, because we just found out that Lyra has a bounty on her head, which is news to me.
Niles, maybe we don't mention that to people.
No, by all means, you've had a run of the Fae, have you?
Here's our friend. She's worth money. If you can find the right place to take her.
No, that's all right. What's this with the Fae?
I'm just making sure that you're not working for them. We had someone actually pop in a while back that thought was a friend that wasn't a friend that was working for them. I'm a little bit paranoid.
As he sort of Fae, okay, and he sort of does that. You sort of see him just sort of touch his face for a sec, like almost like a little tick, where the scar sort of is.
With a 15 of your insight previously, Lyra, at the mention of Fae, there's a not fear, but I guess like a resentment almost. The idea of the Fae and a caution that comes across Cassius. Would that be fair to say?
Definitely a caution. Definitely a caution. Yeah.
He seems cautious. He knows a bit.
He knows a little bit. Yeah, that's all I can say. Just we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
That's a good way to put it.
He also doesn't seem thrilled at the idea there might be Fae around in that brief moment.
Yeah, definitely not.
No, you make a good point, Bart. I'm just a bit confused about all of this. So, what you were sent here by Melora? Is that? Am I hearing this right?
Well, that's the way I interpreted it. Didn't tell me that per se, just wait, because she doesn't really because it was a dream sequence. She didn't actually talk to me or anything, did she? I guess we get better context for that first.
Yeah, not directly. Yeah. So your dream, the dream that you experienced, showed you their faces and indicated that they were heading into danger. Depicted as them on a raft heading into a storm, and as you watched the storm swell and begin to crash around them, you saw there was another boat that you could use to follow, and this kind of sense that if you were to follow, you could help prevent that disaster.
Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of, and that's, I mean, the symbology for you that made it very clear this was a message from Melora, the storm itself, that is very much her domain, and the pattern in the sky, the clouds swirling into her symbol above you. Yeah, there was definitely, I mean, your interpretation was, if I follow these people, I can help prevent disaster. If I do not, if I leave them to their fate, it will be destruction and chaos.
Okay. I'm going to mental tattoo link back to Bart and be like, did Melora show you a picture of this guy? Did Melora?
So I typed it in the chat earlier, but I can't, just so that the people listening from home, maybe whatever, Bart told Niles, we can't trust the gods' acolytes. That's what she said. This is so contradictory. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Even
She did also say she would send you help where she could.
Well, that's true.
So,
But she also said not to trust her, so take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
She's better gods. This sounds like a hassle.
I'm gonna sort of sit sort of if there's like a chair or anything, if there's anything. It sounds like with like even like a stool, whatever it is,
boxes, barrels.
Now look, I'm gonna look. When I saw your faces flashed in my little dream there, what I noticed was you guys were sort of going into a storm with a ship. And everything looked like it was just gonna go all to fucking shit. And the way what I was shown as well alongside that was another ship, another boat that I could then follow behind and potentially avert disaster. That's the symbolism I've taken from that. We'll see what happens, of course, but it sounds like you guys are in the shit. And as I sort of scan the room, it sounds like you guys have seen a bit of action lately. So
too much.
You could say that again.
Yeah.
if it's up to you guys, of course. If you want to open up, by all means. I'm still going to follow my god to the particulars. But by all means, if you would like to discuss what is going on, by all means. We don't know each other, but give me whatever you're comfortable with. We'll take it from there.
Before this vision, did you know of us in any capacity?
Never seen you in my life. I was actually quite enjoying myself out in the wilds.
Do you have any connection to the Aarakocra and Owlin and the theocracy?
You're the first I've ever... No, I've seen them very, rarely, very far away per se. You're probably the first I've ever actually talked to up close and personal like.
Do you have any connection to a giant clan?
No, not at all, actually. But do I actually quick context? So I know.
So you have to tell the truth with
origin.
You don't know. You don't know the true origins of the thing we're talking about right now.
Cool.
You don't have. So the question was, do you have any affiliation with the giant clan? No, you don't have any affiliation with the giant clan.
No.
But like that pause, I'm going to say that there is a kind of pause as Cassius, as you consider that, because you're like, you know a little bit about the origin of the thing, but you're not 100% sure of what its connection is. So you're not that is the truth when you go, no, I don't think so. That is fair.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, perfect. But no, never made any affiliations with any of those plans per se.
Do you have one of these?
No, never seen this before. They all hold up their hands and there's like metal and gemstones embedded into their flesh. You've never seen anything like this before. It actually looks a bit like they need to get that checked out by someone medically trained.
Damn, that looks actually quite rough. Have you all just tried, getting a knife or something like that? Just
No, it's a group piercing. Don't worry about it.
Body modding. We're really into body mods.
I actually don't mind a bit of that myself. And yet again, I actually completely forgot to mention in the artwork that I have just helix piercing earrings as well.
Oh, cool.
2 in each ear.
Finally, do you have any connection to an entity known as Hadar?
Never heard that name before in your life, Cassius.
I have no idea what that is. What is that? Who is that?
They're all things that are not in our
Ridiculous.
interest. Yes. So it's good to know that you don't have connections to
Any connections to the hells, demons, anything like that?
Good point, Niles.
I've killed a couple, I suppose, in my
These people are so
time.
suspicious, Cassius. And they've got a lot of enemies. They've listed a number of enemies now. Like, you're not surprised in your vision they were heading towards a storm. They've this is a long list of things that they've pissed off. Like,
What's your favorite thing to do on the weekend? Be honest.
Good question, Grim.
you have to be honest.
Probably
There's no choice.
research-
Zone of truth.
Research magic weapons, discover more magic weapons, make magic weapons, or make martial weapons to then have a mage enchant magic weapons. Look at my magic weapons, sharpen my magic weapons. In that order. And then throw in some halfling leaf on the side, eh?
Partake in the leaf.
I trust him with the 8 weeks left of my life. I like this guy.
You know what?
Yeah, that is.
I like this guy. You guys all should take a bit of a leaf from that guy's, or page from that guy's book per se. I mean, by all means, interesting attire, my friend, but I don't judge. So by all means, no stress there.
That is
Because
something
obviously,
else
I've seen the artwork. Do you actually have
Yeah.
bones and stuff?
Yeah, well, they look
cool.
a lot like bones. You're not sure yet whether they are or
Okay.
not. Yeah.
Okay. Again, I'll say interesting attire because I don't know if they're bones or not.
That is something else
no,
that you.
no.
You go. No, you go.
I'm just saying that when you're saying I'm not sure if they're bones or not, like, no, they're not bones. Of course not.
You're in the zone of
He's
truth
doing it.
as well, Grim.
He's doing it.
That'd be weird.
I didn't say that out loud. Technically, it was technically out of game anyway, so it's fine.
That's actually a good point. There was also a bit of a revelation that Grim has just brought up for the characters. So for Lyra, Niles, and Bart, one of the Peregrine Falcons, the female Peregrine Falcon, she revealed that Grim has a curse that will kill him in the next few weeks. And that is news to you. You guys had no idea about that. Grim, obviously, you didn't know the exact timeline. You're not sure how they're getting that number. They could just be throwing that number at you to scare you. You've spent a lot of time trying to research this curse. You're not quite sure how they've come up with that. But, I mean, it is true. You do have a curse that is killing you. And the fact they know about it's a bit concerning.
I want to, since they've done a bit of their questioning with it, I want to sort of like bend down, like this tall gaunt figure, just like this 90-degree angle down to this Aarakocra on the ground, and just go lightly with my little monocle, like, pull out my little stopwatch, looking at it, close it. So how do you know I've got 8 weeks left to live?
It's what was in the report. That you went somewhere you shouldn't have. And you're going to die for it.
Shouldn't have is rather subjective, of course. But, yes, okay. Who sent you that letter, and how would they know, to your best understanding, please?
When you began looking into certain things, the Aarakocra, the heiress theocracy noticed you. We've been keeping an eye on you.
Did they? I'm starting to learn a lot. I have a look towards Bart and Christian. I'm starting to learn a lot about the heiress theocracy, and I'm not quite sure I'm a fan.
Oh, yes, welcome to the party. Imagine finding out your entire life is a lie, and all of your friends and family are actually wanting to take over the world. Yes.
My brother sold me into slavery, and then my wings were ripped off.
Yes.
I've been listening, and I
fuck you guys
understand.
are in the shit. What the fuck?
Yes, you've come at a good
Do you have
time.
wings back or not? Sorry.
He does now.
Yes.
Oh, he's got his wings back.
Wait, so you got your wings ripped off, but you got them back.
Well, I got better.
Nice bloody work there, my friend. Fuck. Sorry for my language, by the way.
No, that's
sorry
okay.
there.
We just went on a little detour to a certain flesh sculptor. You know, it's fine. It's no real big deal.
That sounds suspicious, Cassius.
He's a bodybuilder.
You would really like him, actually. Anyway.
Would Grim have any knowledge of a flesh sculptor? Just hearing this sounds rather...
Could you please roll for me a history check with advantage, Grim? This is something you would have
Nice.
absolutely been following up on. Yes, very good call.
This is something I'm just like,
Sounds like in your ballpark.
Oh,
Sounds a
yeah.
little bit like that.
21 for the first roll. You do have advantage.
That's already really good.
That's an 8. We'll take the 21. We'll take the 21.
Take 21.
Grim, you have indeed heard rumors of a creature. Some sort of strange entity or creature that originally you'd heard rumors of it near Dromethion, and then rumors of it near another smaller town just to the north within the bounds of Oceania. A creature that could sculpt flesh, reform the body in various forms, but one that would... capricious. It may just as easily fix and restore what you've asked, or replace it with a claw crab-like appendage. Like the stories of this creature and those who've sorted out, not everyone returns from seeing this entity. You're with a 21, you do stumble across in the Unseen University Library an account of a first-hand account of a wizard's apprentice who had developed a disease of their lungs that was slowly eating their lungs. And they went to this flesh sculptor. They sought the flesh sculptor out. They received the treatment they needed, a new set of lungs grown and provided to them. But they were kept there for weeks and experimented on by this insect-like creature before finally it got bored and let it go. Let this apprentice go. Let this person go. Their magic was.
Sound like Riz. Riz would never do that.
I mean,
Cronenberg's people. He sounds cool.
Yeah. The some insect-like humanoid that experimented on people. Yeah. Yeah.
Riz would never keep someone in status and.
You may remember back to Tyranny of Dragons, where you went to go wait in a waiting room while Lyra's body was being held, and there were skeletons there, and Rizicik had forgotten to provide oxygen, and when the doors had sealed, these people had just expired.
Classic stitch up,
and he'd forgotten about them, and Rizicik had just forgotten about them. Yeah.
Fine.
Riz is my bro.
Rizicik doesn't feel friendship, empathy, and things the way you do. I just want to really, like, for players, Rizicik is a very alien creature.
He analysed love, and we shared that moment. Bart thinks the opposite.
I know Bart thinks the opposite. I'm just letting you know, as Christian,
I'm just
that
going to say,
Rizicik doesn't feel empathy.
Feels a different way.
Riz is cool, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember the linking tattoo to the Beholder. Kill me, 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 kill me. When he tried to read the mind of a beholder kept in stasis. Yeah. So Grim, that's when they mention this flesh sculptor, that is what you remember from reading in the Unseen University Library.
Cool. All right. I'm just going to note that as they're talking.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. You come to us at a very interesting time, Cassius, as you can see. Yes, we're in a bit of a situation here.
Yeah, that's quite evident. So, I guess these two here. What's the go with them? What's their little dealio?
Well, as far as I'm aware, and I am aware, they're Shadow Claws, part of an assassin group, elite group of assassins from the Eris. I believe they're well, I have a cousin. Her name is Nyx. She's kind of their leader. I'm not so much a part of the group.
Then, geez.
Yes, no, that was a shocking.
Well, I
shocking
thought my cousin Grok was a bit of an idiot, but
oh yeah,
so he sort of pales in comparison to your relatives.
Grok was
he just got sort of drunk as hell.
He was fairly innocuous, but lately he's become very, very radicalized. You're not quite sure how this happened to your poor cousin Grok, but like he spews all sorts of random, unfounded shit now, and you think one of his mates has really started to get in his ear.
Oh yeah.
Change the way. Sorry, when you said Grok, I was like, well, I'm working with this.
He's definitely pales in comparison, though. Like, yeah, no, he's not the leader of a assassin.
Yeah, I wish that was the case. I really wish that was the case, but no. It seems like my family members are all overachievers.
Rough.
Yes. Well, anyway, yes. Don't quite know what to do with them now.
Yeah.
I guess the other question is there a particular... Is there something coming up that's... the storm iconography I was getting? What sort of... How's that going with you guys?
General destruction.
Yeah.
Genocide.
The Giants have returned. The Eris are planning a war. There's dark entities beyond our space that might come and decide to destroy Dostair at any point.
Oh, damn. I guess all I've really known about is the Giants. Otherwise, I've just been journeying in rural towns and helping out where I can. So I haven't really seen much of this, I suppose.
What do you know about the Giants, actually?
What do I know about the Giants, Owen?
You know they've returned. You know that they came back. You know they've been missing from the world for a very, very long time. The standard stuff most Nostaians would know. The only extra information you would know is that a lot of their really cool remnant technology and items and weapons
yes.
to an avid treasure seeker, you can find some really cool shit that was left behind by the giants. That's where that's specifically Cassius, you know. And you know a little bit about how to work it as well.
Very good. No, not much. All I really know is that you find some kick-ass loot every now and again that those buggers left behind, eh? That's about it, really.
Yeah. Well, you said you had a vision of a storm. Is that
something? You guys are sailing into a storm.
Surrounded by dark clouds, pressing in on all sides, and in front of them, the storm on the horizon.
Maybe it's a vision of you joining the Tempest Guild, and I hand him a business card. Huh? No?
There is on Cassius on the card. There's a symbol of a storm cloud split by lightning. I mean.
I turn it around. Is it like got Niles like contact details on it or something like that?
Is it like your contact details, like
the guild,
the Night Hall,
Oxenford? It's not like your.
It's not a personal. No. He does have a personal. He does have a personal business card, but
thanks. All right, buddy. I see how we stand. They get the personal card yet? All right, we're not at that level yet.
Well, I think Niles is not forthcoming with his Silverwind business card these days.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know that baggage.
You don't know that baggage yet.
But no, fair enough. I turn it around. Oh, it looks quite nice. I'll take it under consideration. For now, how about we deal with the potential encroaching storm? I put it in sort of my bag.
So, do we murder these two Aarakocrans here?
I was wondering.
Yeah, they are assassins, so I feel like it's on the table.
I mean, you don't really hold back there, my friend. I just got handed this snazzy business card, and before I know, we're talking about murdering people. So,
well, I would rather not.
Murder us first.
I would rather not.
They did try to murder us first.
I mean, that's all. That's fair enough, I suppose.
I do feel
sort of thing, but. Well, look, this is not my business per se. I'm just going to sit in the corner here. Yet again, I'm going to get this nice little half leaf going by. I'll leave you to this interrogation thing per se, and we'll take it from there.
Did you want to geek out with Grim over your arm? Kind of show it off a bit to Grim. I know before you'd said you were going to do that while the others
sure.
Grim, if you want to sit 100%. Down and have a go with Cassius, you can make me an Arcana check.
Check out this. How
I'll say that, and I'm putting that on the table, and I'll let you guys sort that out.
No. Kill these.
We're the new friends here.
Exactly. Check this out. Ready? And I go, and then I extend the claws out. And then I put the lightning through. Now, does that not look beautiful, my friends? Have you not seen a prettier sight?
Where did you get this? Did you make this?
Who knows, my friends? Who knows?
I don't know. I'd like to know.
I don't know either, per se. Who knows? No, I do know, of course. Terrific.
You can't lie. You can't willingly lie.
I go to say, and then I sort of get caught.
As the two of you start geeking out over the arm.
Lightning claws, and I'll leave it to the rest.
Lyra, Niles, and Bart, as Grim and Cassius head over to the corner and begin looking over over his really cool lightning claw cestus, the gauntleted fist. The three of you look down at the two bound Aarakocra. You can see at the suggestion Grim gave of do we kill these people, for a moment, the male peregrine falcon, his eyes went quite wide, and then he sort of got control of his emotions again. The sister, complete still face. No expression crosses her beak, her face.
If I can ask, what would the two of you want us to do with you? I mean, say we let you go, say we, anything really. I mean, any preferences?
Only the female has her beak unbound at this point. Watch as she looks up towards you, Lyra. We already told you we're dead. We failed to capture this Bartholomew. We failed to capture him. We're already dead. We've failed the Shadow Claws.
You say that, but there's always a path. You wouldn't be the first assassins well, not I've, but we've relocated into a better life.
We weren't trying to kill him. We just needed to capture him. We didn't know who he was. He infiltrated the top of the tower and tried to steal secrets. We didn't know who he was until you grabbed us.
I mean, naturally, you can understand that he would have been trying his best to lay low and try and remain, well, but you did a good job, but...
You watch as her eyes go wide. Incredulity crosses her face. Lay low? Lay low? You wandered into the midst of the Aarakocra Messenger Tower, the only place you would have been recognized on sight, with a pathetic disguise that we would have seen through in a moment.
Oofed.
Lay low. Don't make me laugh.
Well, you see, our rogue friend got taken off world, so we had to
improvise.
Besides, I think it was worth it.
Really? What did you learn that was so worth it?
I kind of like I meant to link to Pod. What did we learn?
Did we learn anything?
What the
Amazing. Man, I'm just eating up some popcorn right now.
Yeah, Cassius, as you and Grim.
That was more context outside of game because this has just been a bit juicy as all.
Yeah, you've moved on from the cestus. Now you're showing off your really cool quiver, the quiver of Elhana.
Ooh.
Really impressive.
I mean,
got loads of stuff jammed in there. There's a longsword in there. It's amazing how he's done this. But yeah, Niles, as you link to Bart and ask, did we learn anything?
Yeah, I'm like, how did it go? We actually haven't talked about it.
You haven't had a chance.
No.
Look, we did learn things. These Aarakocra Niles, I'm so torn right now. Half of me is siding with our visions for the Tempest Guild and what I want to do for my people, what my father and brother should have done to begin with. Lead them properly, guide them in the right direction. I don't want to end their lives because of that. I want to help put them on the right path, but they're just so deep in their ways. There is a wolf inside me. There's two wolves inside me. There's another side, however, that is fully wanting to end their lives and sniff out this threat. That is the side of Satine. My love for her, my want for her safety. It doesn't need to be a unviolent thing, acts of passion. That the moment that I think about them returning, telling information, possibly finding the letter that I sent in her coming into harm's way, my heart races. And I guess like out of game, Christian has been thinking about this a lot. Penelope and Odysseus, Orpheus and Eurydice movies, like The Shape of Water, The Matrix, The Great Gatsby. There's so many situations where like how, I guess, love makes you act rash in these moments. Niles, I don't know which side I am sitting on this decision.
I don't think it should be a decision that you make alone, because I think that war and conflict has been fought for a lot less. Love and love for the people, love for individuals like your Satine, they are powerful motivators, and I can understand where you're coming from, but violence is still violence, and I just don't think we can idly sit back and condemn these to death. I think that death is too easy an option for them. They'll go back to their temple. They'll go back to their master, and they'll face whatever punishment they'll dosh out. It'll most likely be execution, or worse. I think we should try and keep them alive. Take them with us, maybe.
Just quickly, have you guys been? Does this happen in like conversation? You're in
just inside the minds of Bart and Niles. This particular one.
But what I'm getting at is, does that mean everyone's been standing in awkward silence for 2 minutes?
There's a moment where Bart and Niles sort of pause and look at each other for like a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, just hash that out. Because as I'm sort of like talking to Grim a bit about my like magic weapon, I sort of start just doing weird glances because they're like, no one's over there speaking, and I'm like, it's your friend's all right there, my friend. They're just sort of all standing there and sort of awkward silence now at this point.
I just like just put my little monocle up and turn around, looking away from the quiver. I'm just like, yes, I haven't quite got used to that one yet. I haven't asked questions about it. I think it's got something to do with the stone.
It's a mental link. It's fine. Bart and I have it. We're talking to each other mentally. Okay.
I think like that. Maybe like, are they brothers or lovers? I don't know.
Well, that got spicy.
Yeah, they just stand
quickly, my friend.
Extended periods of time.
No.
I am quite attractive for an Owlin.
He is very good.
I did see that feather in your head, and oh boy, if I was a different species.
However, though, how you guys are trucking along over there anyway?
I'll say openly this time. I felt it again. I felt my heartbeat increasing when you mentioned your side of it. I think this is the one area that we differ, Niles. Your pacifism versus my passion. I think I'm leaning towards the side of wanting to not have that anxiety in the back of my head. I think I want to kill them.
Lyra?
Can I offer a compromise? I mean, I was dead serious about the whole new identities option, which is we kill them, shove them in the bag of holding, I reincarnate them, there'll be something else. Whether the theocracy believes them, even if they do go all the way back to theocracy, whether they'll believe who they are or not is a different question, assuming they escape.
That's a rather novel idea.
I mean, as far as the theocracy is concerned, we opt them and shove them in a bag of holding. We take them back to the guild, and, it'll take me a couple of days, but, I mean, option. They'll probably hate it. And hate
that'd be
it for
perfect, actually, yes. They can actually see what life is like beyond the theocracy. I just stare at them.
Will they keep their bones, or are they discarded on recreation? Just questions.
I'm going to lean down to the boy as he's still sort of gagged and just whisper, so that it's just him hearing this. You don't need to die. These plans that we're coming up in the background don't need to happen. You've been lied to, you and your sister. Molded into weapons. Please just...
Look, if you're going to die anyway, why don't you just fucking fight them back? Fight with us. I don't know. Look, I'm not really here in this discussion, but if you've got only death at our hands or their hands, why don't you just say fuck them and, fight with us? I don't see why not.
It is an honour to die for what we believe in. A privilege to die for
you, by all
yours.
means. Oh, good luck with that, I suppose.
I mean, you'd still be dying.
I'll turn to her.
Can you make a persuasion check for what you said to the boy? Because that was quite persuasive. No disadvantage, no advantage, just a flat. Oh, bam.
Sure.
It's a 10.
Fuck you, dice.
Damn, that's unfortunate. It's a plus 8.
It does
It's still only a 10. As she says this, it's a privilege to die for our people. You watch as his expression changes, steels, as he embraces this.
I really wanted the dice to work there.
Sorry.
Dice tell stories.
Sometimes the dice are not your friends.
Unless you've
They
got
can
any
be fickle.
inspiration.
No, I don't
I've got a heroic inspiration that you gave me before. Can I use that on you or anything? Or good.
Can we gift
Give me
them?
that.
Owen, is that a...
I'm happy to allow inspirations to be spent freely amongst the group. Absolutely. If you've got an inspiration, anyone can spend it. It's a shared. I see that as a pooled resource. Personally, I see it as a pooled resource. Everyone can call upon the inspirations for sure.
Grim, is that okay?
Yeah, I'll share it to you. Like you gave it to me, I'll give it right back to you.
Hell yeah.
I'm more than happy to do that because inspirations. Oh no, it's a 12. You rolled a 4 instead of a 2.
Man, I guess the dice really wanted to tell this particular story.
Yeah, the dice is like, no,
This is almost like the momentum you've had with trying to use the giant stones. I don't know if you've seen, Jared, but we had our first successful Hearthstone connection occur after like 20 rolls of a D100 below 15 in a row.
Yeah,
Wow.
we kept rolling like, I think someone rolled a 2.
A 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Nuts. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
I rolled one fairly high, managed to talk to Shana, and then...
You know what? I don't see it as atrocious. I actually see it as impressive because that is quite statistically impressive.
Yeah.
It is statistically impressive.
Well, in some ways,
I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's
There's a
impressive.
joke we share in Curse of Strahd where it's a 50-50. Like on a D100, you either roll a 2 or you don't. It's 50-50, right? It's either a 2 or it's not a 2. So it's 50-50. That's Raf's favorite joke. Right? Raf's favorite joke in Curse of Strahd is anytime anyone goes, what are the chances? He's like, well, it's 50-50. It's that or it isn't. I mean, it's pretty straightforward math.
Yeah.
Which is always still funny.
Yeah,
still funny. 115 episodes in.
Look, I know Niles' passive perception is very high, so a moment, I guess, to interject. But Bart is, at this point, wanting to steal his resolve and not let his heart sway him. He's going to start walking towards the girl to crouch next to her as, like, Divine Smite and Stone Giant Strike is going to start collecting an energy at his fist.
And I don't like this.
Oh, he's aura farming, though. He's aura farming right now.
I'm saying that you can see that like I'm about to prepare that in the fist to like execute if you would like to do something. I don't want to just be like, go over there and kill her because that's super annoying and edgy.
I'll probably, as you're like walking up to the female Aarakocra, I'll probably like turn and stand like and just kind of like put a hand on your shoulder, and I will mental link this. This will be another one of those awkward moments, I guess. Niles will sort of just say, I can see what you're doing. Once you do this, there is no, this is different to just killing for the sake of killing. This is killing our own people. People that you might someday lead. You need to be careful and you need to be sure that this is the right thing to do. Because once you do this, there is no going back.
I probably won't.
Just quickly, just out of game, just real quick. I don't know of the context of where we are currently in the world and what capabilities we have.
Floating city down towards the south.
Street Stride. Is there any chance? This is out of game, of course. I don't really want to talk about in game. Like just holding them locked up somewhere as prisoners for a time. You could hand them over to the. You could hand them over to the Maloran Orcs. The Maloran Orcs that are here. I mean, from what you know, Niles. If you share with the Maloran Orc authorities, if you share it with the Sea Guard, hey, these are assassins who work for a shadowy sub cabal, a shadowy cabal of Aarakocra. They will definitely take that seriously and want to keep these people imprisoned, and there will be an investigation. But the question is, another option to think about is
how public or private.
Also, out of game. I mean. Is that also just inviting the other assassins to come and take them out, and then also probably take out the Maloran guards and that?
Because the Shadowclaws are pretty confident that there's heaps of their number around, right? Whether or not that's a bluff or not.
You're not sure how many there are, Niles.
Am I able? No, it's probably a bit late.
You don't know. You didn't complete your training. You
That's true.
Failed out of your Shadowclaw training, and it's a very closely guarded secret how many Shadowclaws there are. That is very much privileged information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Does
in
sound
Bart's
like it.
mind, unless they are saying that they're not going to return, there's no option of reincarnation. They just use Zone of Truth to be like, are you you? Yes, okay, done and dusted. If they return back of their own volition and we just let them free, yes, I'm doing the nice thing, but I'm putting Satine at risk. If we look at any option, putting them in prison puts people here at risk. And who's going to say they don't just escape? These are highly trained assassins. Everything has a risk that Bartholomew is not willing to take for the one that he wants to spend the rest of his life with. And so I'll walk over to her, past you,
Well-
Niles.
Would you trust the guild? The Tempest Guild, the one that you've just aligned yourself with? Like, you know, I'm pretty sure we've got some measures of holding people. I mean, you know, like I said, we snap them out. We'll stick them in a bag of holding for a couple of
Yeah.
days.
That is true. If we get them back
Back into the guild,
we get them back to
reincarnate them in prison, in the guild.
Can they breathe in the bag of holding? Isn't that just
Well,
going
no, they'd be dead.
Oh no.
I have 10 days.
I do have the ability.
Griff?
Just double checking. Owen.
What abilities do you have? You don't involve resurrecting them into your.
Technically, bodies of these zombies, the Shadow Claws see that they're dead and zombies, and then we secretly reincarnate them with a chunk of flesh.
Man, you guys really don't do things in the roundabout way.
Then I could gently
Grim.
propose them with it. If we do kill them,
Oh,
and you do want to reincarnate, do anything, you're worried about them getting all funny wubby.
No, I just
No,
need
this is nuts.
I just need a piece of them, like a finger.
It's good to be back at D&D, hey?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Woof.
I could stop them from
Amazing.
decaying for 10 days if we do want to go down the reincarnation route, or if you want to resurrect them or some fun stuff like that. I can ensure that I can't turn them undead, so you don't have to worry about that for me.
I mean,
And
I
their
vote for
bodies
both.
won't decay.
I vote for both. I mean, we take a chunk of each, we put it in the bag, and zombie. Like, I mean, the heat would be off them. They would technically be seen as dead. Is that not?
They will be
freedom?
dead.
They would be.
It is-
You know, as far as
That
the.
is freedom.
They don't want that freedom, though. That's the problem.
I mean, they can
Well,
stay
if
dead
you-
if they want.
Yeah, I'll kill them, and then I'll talk to them later on about this. So this is not a problem. Like, we kill them. I'll say what we do. We kill them now. I'll gentle repose them so their bodies won't. I'm staring them dead in the face as I'm saying this, so their bodies won't decompose. You're protected from me turning you into a zombie or a skeleton. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And then
Oh, wait, no, don't
before we
use
go
the
to
word
resurrect them or any of sorts like that, I'll have a little chat with them just to see if they're still on board with coming back to life. If they love the side of the death, we'll leave them there. But if they want to come back, we can resurrect them. I'm sure the Tempest Guild will have diamonds or something of the sort, or your friend can reshape them. It's a win-win, in my opinion.
Especially since I don't think that one actually wants to die.
No.
Well, you won't. You'll be dead, but you not be dead for long, perhaps. Maybe depends what you say.
Also, if they're actually considered dead in all the gentle repose and such, then they won't even be bothered looking for you after that, per se. If they do come across your bodies, if they don't, well, then good luck with the search, I suppose. But if they get fooled by this, then you'll be in the clear straits.
Yeah, they'll be
See?
quote unquote scot-free.
Our service to the Shadow Claws on this world has promised us an eternity in the next of peace and paradise.
Well, you can let me know what it's like when you go there. I'll be interested to know what it's like over there for you in your version. I'll be interested.
Because you won't
I've
be
seen it.
following
real.
us to the same one. But
No,
you will be
he's gonna-
following.
Is this
Turn
the
you into
female
a zombie
talking?
and
isn't
ask
it?
you there.
Yeah. Leo's got a bit more of a gruffer voice. But you haven't
Yeah,
heard him
cool.
speak yet, Cassius. He's been gagged this whole time.
No. Fair enough. Oh, that's yeah. There you go. You can't even talk.
Mm.
Sorry.
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, look, In either situation, the plan that they're coming up with, or at least just disposing of them, it involves killing them. Bart will lean down to the woman. I guess with one hand, softly hold the back of her head. You served them well. And I'll, with I guess, 2 knuckles, divine smite and stone strike her throat.
Oof. You don't need to roll. They are defenseless in this moment, as we can assume that it takes you 1 or 2 blows. As your sword pushes through, you watch as the brother, bound in the bands, shakes violently, calling out, muffled through the gag, as you carve through his sister's throat. Her eyes grow wide with fear, and then you watch as the light leaves them.
Just for roleplay purposes, if it's okay, I didn't want it to be too messy. I wanted to give them some honor. I was hoping to use my fist just to not get too messy and bloody, not to ruin
crush the windpipe underneath.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
You're
rather than using your blade.
Cleaner kill. You're not trying to break them apart.
No, that's fine. You can use that's absolutely fine. Stone Strike and Divine Smite as you crush the windpipe.
Oh.
You hear this sickening crack as the vertebrae in the neck split and splinter. The sudden wheeze as she tries to pull in through her now crushed windpipe. As her body shakes and then grows still. You watch as the light leaves her eyes. She passes.
Niles shakes his head and just walks out.
I'll quickly say to Grim something real quick. Hey, you know how she was talking about that stuff and dying and all that crap? If we bring her back in 10 days, we can actually find out if she was talking the truth or not, right?
Well, that's what I was thinking.
That's actually pretty cool.
I've just reached into my coin purse and I'm just got 2 copper pieces. I'm just rolling between my knuckles. I'm like, well, that's what I was wondering about the whole thing. They're saying they've got this amazing afterlife afterwards, and everyone says that, of course, but might find out whether the Shadowclaws are onto something. It'd be interesting to see.
Wait, if she's true though, and that's the paradise, does that mean we're all gonna? Does everyone? And I sort of look around. It's like, no, surely not. No one's thinking about coming to Shadowclaw per se. Well, she says it's true though. Wow, fuck.
Well, if being an assassin means paradise, there's going to be there'll be a lot of people.
True. I
only was one.
I have come to the party a little bit late in that regard. I forgot about the whole assassin angle.
These guys don't get as I kneel down after Bart's just laid her to rest, and I bow down and just
no gentle repose.
No gentle repose just yet.
No gentle repose.
So we don't want them.
My spell is technically necromancy.
Oh.
Okay. I pop the coins back in my pocket as you say that.
Yeah.
Wait, are we meant to be gentle reposing them? Sorry, what's the hubbub?
Well, if I'm going to reincarnate them after Grim's talked to them as a zombie, or the speak with dead, either way, and is Niles still in the room?
Niles has walked out into the courtyard behind. Not through the broken door that Cassius came through, through the back door.
I'm tossing up the gentle way to ask for the bag, because I realize he has the bag.
I'll head over to the void now as well.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
that's
actually
in the
quite
iron
a haunting
bands.
sentence, if I'm being honest.
Bound in the iron bands of Bolaro. They're Aarakocra too. They only live for 25, 30 years. He's probably quite young. As you walk on over, he's bound in the iron bands of Bolaro, but same thing. You can see tears running down his face as he looks across at his sister's lifeless, still body across the room. As you kneel down, grab his neck.
Just quickly, before that happens, just I'm not. This whole thing, I've come across quite. I just want to know, why are you crying? Haven't you killed?
He's still gagged.
Hundreds. I take I quickly. Sorry, there, my friend. I really want to know. This is a bit hypocritical. I pull it down. What are you crying for? You've killed so many, haven't you? Take it.
It's just shameful to be killed, bound on our backs.
Oh,
I
it
cry
is,
for
isn't
the
it?
shame of this.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. My friend here, continue your bloody work.
That's all.
Wow.
I put the thing back up.
You and your sister were brave. And I'll do the same.
Again, that sickening crack. He gasps for air. Tremors across the body as his oxygen runs out. He dies. Two lifeless bodies lie there in the middle of the room. Their feathers somehow duller than they were a moment ago. Lyra, as you rush outside and ask Niles for the bag of holding, I assume, Niles, you just hand it over and keep walking, wanting to get away from this scene. Lyra, as you come back with the bag of holding, with Grim and Cassius's help and Bart's help, you put the two bodies inside. The room is empty. But that feeling, Bart, that sensation of crushing the life from these two people, your hand is shaking. Something feels wrong, different. Feels like something's changed. In you or in the world, you're not sure. Grim, your detect magic is still up. Could you make me an Arcana check, please? As Bart rushes.
Certainly.
I want to see if you see something. We're pushing the limits of what? 28.
Oh,
fucking hell.
Wow.
Grim,
Nice.
as you go to help Lyra put the bodies inside the bag of holding, for a second there's almost an aura, a light around the two bodies, and then you watch as hands reach up, these sort of semi-translucent clawed hands grab onto the light and pull it through the floor, disappearing just for a second.
Oh, fuck.
Is this like anything that I would know happens, like from seeing death? Like, is this something that is like, okay, this is
With
very
an Arcana check of 28, Grim, there are certain situations where a mortal may promise their soul to a entity or a location, and how that may be claimed can appear in many different ways. You think you might have just witnessed the claiming of their souls, the moment of their death.
So I know now there's no chance of getting them back from like resurrection, perhaps.
If it requires their soul, you're gonna have probably not. You're not sure what entity grabbed it. The clawed hands pulling them down. You've got a bad feeling, devilish involvement at this moment. The 28.
When you say clawed, I'm not saying like talons or anything. I'm saying like a claw, like a
Makes sense that it's made the same deal as Obsidian Foot or something similar.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay.
For Jared and Rob, they're basically in the Underdark. Obsidian Foot, this like Duragar drow, had made a deal with
I remember him.
The devil, the Cambion, to basically sell the souls of his soldiers in return for power, more or less.
I believe you've actually met him, Jared. Do you remember the Tiefling Vice? Vaguely, the one whose tavern it was back in Lasby, where you guys found the Heartstones.
Excessively charismatic one.
Yeah, the very charismatic Tiefling.
I do. I actually do remember that.
Turns out he's a Cambion. Or something worse.
Yeah, no, he was definitely sus.
Yeah.
Well, he was way too charismatic, right? Like for an NPC.
And Obsidian Foot had connections to Nyx, I guess, cousin of Niles?
Cousin of Niles, yeah.
Yeah. So,
and Nyx is
like it's repeat.
Is he
Nyx
the
is
head,
an Owlin.
or he or she, or the head of the
Shadow Claws?
Yeah, and is she the head of the Shadow Claws?
That's just been revealed to the party now.
She's like the second.
Right, it's been revealed. Yeah.
She's the second most, I guess, important figure in the Silverwind family. Second to the head of the family. Titus, who is still a bit of a mystery at this point, and apparently the leader of the Shadow Claws too.
Okay, so so you're quite embroiled in this.
Yeah.
Intertwined.
This is like some information I would share, like upon seeing this, I'd pull down my little monocle and just like clean it and look back and be like, so guys, it appears we might just have 2 corpses now. Souls may not be a part of their being endured with death somewhat, a bit of a touch to it, of course, and I did see Claws grab their souls from their body when you put them into the bag. Before you put them into the bag, they were very quick about it. Seems like whoever they made a deal with took what they were owed.
Do you recognize the claws? I mean, it seems somewhat less devilish. I mean, if it was devils, I mean, I'd assume it would look different, like...
Devils and I'm not too familiar
with the claws have got to be specific, right?
Well, I think they come in all shapes and sizes, to be honest. Seems as this one there, especially when it comes to magics, it doesn't have to be one-to-one. Like my little mage hand looks like a little bony hand. I know other people have looked like a glove. It's all very different how you shape your magic, of course. This one has a flair for the... Sorry, yeah.
No, I was just gonna ask,
my channel divinity does last 10 minutes.
Yeah, in that case, then you would sense in that moment a sudden flare of this faint demonic energy.
Okay.
Just for a moment. Or devilish energy, I should say. But do you still have that... I couldn't find it in your inventory. Do you still have the soul coin from...
No, Melora destroyed it for me.
That's right. Cool. Then nothing else happens.
She cleansed the soul, released it, and it's like a little parting gift for me.
That's right. That's right. Just thought I'd double check. Cool. No, don't need to worry.
Don't think about it.
Don't worry about it.
As far as I see it, what's done is done. We get back to the guild. Grim can perhaps speak with dead if you can.
I don't think I can speak to anyone.
Otherwise, does Ember still have that armor at all?
Ember does still have the armor. Yeah.
Just saying this as well, Owen. Would I know I'd be able to speak to dead if the soul's been ripped from their body?
Yeah. Speak with dead is to the body. It only knows what it knew in life. The soul is irrelevant.
Got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yes, you can speak. Ask the soul, where are you?
No, it only knows what it knew in life. So the knowledge the body would hold ends the second it dies. So there's...
Got you.
Lyra, just to correct you, I wanted to sense if our new friend Cassus, I wanted to sense if he was celestial in nature. Obviously, warnings about the gods. I still had that aura in effect, and I felt devilish powers of the Avernus around their bodies for an instant. So I think maybe Nyx has made the same deal that Obsidian Foot made.
But could you roll me just a flat spellcasting check? I just want to see if there's anything extra you get from your divine sense. I want to, because you've used it, I want to make sure you get the most out of it. Can you roll me just a flat spellcasting check?
Like a spell attack?
Like a spell attack, exactly. I just want to see if there's anything else you get, because you might get a little bit more.
Funny enough, I don't actually have any attack spells. Everything is utility and healing.
Just roll a d20, add your proficiency and add your charisma. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Easy. Just to... Oh, God.
A 14.
Okay, 14. That sense that you get is accompanied by a coldness as well, Bart. And to your divine sense, those grasping claw-like hands are tinged in frost as they grasp.
Okay.
Maybe not Avernus, maybe a deeper layer of the hell, perhaps.
That's an interesting thought. Matt says.
I just want to, because you've used a divine sense. It's a limited resource. I just want to make sure you get the most out of it. So
from memory, we'd already seen symbolisms around Vice of a bluish nature and had thought that these were connections to Mephistopheles.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Mephistopheles.
Bart will just note it for now. He won't say anything like that out loud.
Cool. Alrighty. Anything else that you would like to do? Any of you would like to do?
While we're on the topic of spells that might not work as well as I intend that they might, Grim, the nature of your curse, as far as you're aware, is it just regular curse or is it advanced curse? I don't know if there's different types.
Yeah, there are somewhat different types, of course. Some you can just remove curse with. My understanding about this particular one is it's rather stuck with you. Not simple magic can lift this. I'm looking for answers to this predicament of mine. 8 weeks, apparently. I thought I had a bit longer, but 8 weeks is what they know. Who knows how they know? Yes, I'm trying to figure out a solution for it. I'm wondering, though, you guys seem to have some knowledge about, as I hold up my hand at the black stone in the back of my palm, have some knowledge about these things. Have they ever provided you answers for anything, perhaps?
And generally just more questions, really. I mean, it provides insight into the past. Nothing that wasn't already known by the stone's inhabitants, if I might say. So, perhaps your stone knew, and it might, once you're more attuned to them, it might be possible to ask, but...
My thought is, this is where I got this curse, is where I got my stone, so I'm wondering. I might just pop aside for a minute. I just need to think about some things. And I'd like to, if I can just find, in the alleyway somewhere, someone to sit down, I'll just take a moment to look at the stone and see if I can, I've never done anything with this stone before. I've sort of just got it, and I tried to, some point, rip it off my skin, got, my mage hand, tried to, the running away from the doorway of the tooth and the string, trying to, yank it out.
Yep.
No luck.
Grim, as you head out to the alleyway, you can see Niles is in an alleyway across from you, looking haunted, would be fair to say. Niles, you've sort of gone for a bit of a walk and just sort of sat down in this alleyway, or would you have gone for a bit of a fly? What would Niles have done?
I imagine Niles is probably just sitting, probably in a cross-legged sort of lotus position, just sort of back up against the wall, looking up and just kind of maybe eyes closed, in some sort of meditative state.
Yeah, maybe even subconsciously grabbing at that right hand.
Yes,
wreathed
100%.
in the black, wreathed in the black bandages. Grim, as you kind of notice this, Niles doesn't notice you, or if he does, he doesn't show any visible signs of it.
I probably don't notice.
Yeah. As you go and sit down and look at your stone, Grim, not next to him, a little bit further away, you can see that darkness, the obsidian blackness of your stone, Grim. These kind of swirls of dark grey and purple discoloration through the crystal itself. Are you going to try and sort of activate, reach out and try and use this?
That's what I was thinking. I haven't done anything before. Time to figure out what this thing's all about.
Grim, as soon as you reach out, and you have felt this occasionally, there is a sense of emptiness in this stone. Every time you cast your magic, you feel a little bit of it siphoned away, pulled into this stone. And occasionally, as you've brought back creatures, as you've summoned them, and created your necromantic followers, necromantic workers.
Yep.
The stone has given a little bit to them. Something different has kind of changed them. And as you activate this magic, as you reach in and try and pour a bit of magic into the stone, it greedily drinks of your power. Coldness begins to seep down your arms. The veins on your forearm and up towards your elbow begin to pulse black as the skin pales away to nothing. Around the center of the gemstone on the back of your hand, cracks begin to appear in your skin as the flesh withers and dies. and you feel this hunger from your gemstone, a hunger for life, for living energy. Shadows begin to curl around your fingers, rising from the stones as you feel everything that has died within 100 feet of you in the last couple of years, you think. You begin to feel the death, the life force energy that has been left behind, the residue of everything that's died within 100 feet of you. People. On the second floor of a townhouse opposite you, an old man died 3 weeks back. You feel his last gasp as his life expires. You feel most acutely the 2 Aarakocra immediately near you, the ones that were just killed.
Yep.
There's a deep imprint, and the stone drinks of their death and fills itself, gorges on the necromantic energy that is left behind by their death. The myriad of insects, fish, and birds that have died in the nearby area, less of a meal for the stone, but those 2 Aarakocra, it drinks deeply of, and you feel, as it does so, the last few moments of their life, as if it was you living it. You feel that moment as Bart reaches down and crushes their necks. You feel the fear and the faith, and then you feel something else. The grasping hands reaching for their soul, dragging them, and this ice-cold wind carving through them as they are pulled away to another plane. As your stone continues to drink of the death around you, I need you to make me a intelligence saving throw as it drinks itself of all the death and begins to make a meal of you and your life, Grim, as the curse raises and activates.
Wait, is Grim's stone cursed?
Grimstone is very different to everyone else's.
Yeah, okay.
Something very different about Grimstone.
Yeah, sick.
20 Grim. You may sacrifice a level 1 spell slot to undo the damage that has just been done to you and to restore the piece of your soul this is consuming and to halt the progression of this curse if you so choose.
So, like, not like a spell slot, like not
spell
just
slot.
like
Yes. You sacrifice a spell slot, a level 1 spell slot.
I will sacrifice.
As in, like, you just spend a spell. It's like as if you just cast a level 1 spell.
Yeah,
you don't lose a level 1 spell slot forever.
Bleeding it like
You're just like, it needs a spell slot entirely.
No. You just as if you've cast a level 1 spell. It will drink of the energy.
You expend a spell slot.
Yeah, absolutely. I do that.
It is funny though because you said sacrifice even else in like.
Yeah, sorry, I realized the word. I was in the narrative. I was in the narrative feel of like how this would feel to Grim as you sacrifice the magical energy of it. Yeah, but it's just spending. Yeah. As soon as you do, the gemstone seems to quiet, the hunger within it retreating. You watch as your skin that has been pale and cracked, the dark veins retreat, returning to normal as they heal, until all that is left is that darkened shadow around the edge of the gemstone. And you look in its core, Grim. Some of that dark purple, dark grey swirl has actually lessened and has lightened a little bit. Not much, but it seems almost a little bit lighter as you do this. But you are hungry. And not for food.
Okay, just checking.
Not for drink.
Yep.
For something more. A hunger that you... Yeah. a hunger for death. You feel it now. The hunger of the stone is now your hunger as well.
Okay. So like, as I come out of this moment, it's just that moment of like, just that feeling of, oh, that's right, that wasn't my windpipe being crushed. Bart's got a good hit on him. And proud of that, man.
If you wanted to, Grim, you may at any point when you cast Raise Dead, rather than relying on a body, you may call upon the shades of the 2 Owlin that have just been eaten by your stone.
By your stone that have just been consumed by it. You may raise them as shadows.
That's pretty cool.
Like,
what?
Someone took them. Ooh.
The bodies are still in the bag of holding. The bodies are still in the bag of holding, and this is not the same as a zombie. I'll share with you when you do it. I'll share with you the stat block. This is a special undead only you can raise. When your stone drinks of death and consumes death, you may use it to bring shadows back. They only last for 24 hours. They cannot be brought back
like
again.
Solo leveling.
So this is a solo. This is solo.
It's not their soul that he's
It's
got.
not their soul.
Solo, right? It's just
No.
a death
It
moment.
drinks
You have to do
of the
whole
energy.
arise.
Yeah, think of it. Yeah, exactly. You got to do
Arise.
arise. Think of it as like at the moment of death, a huge amount of energy is released,
Yeah.
and for all the positive energy of the soul leaving, there's like a negative effect, and that's the necromantic energy that's left behind. It's like the yin and yang, right? As the soul is pulled away, it leaves behind a void. Grimstone can drink that, can absorb that, and can use it.
Fucking horrifying. But anyway.
Lovely.
Yeah. This is how you create your. This is so. Grim, this is for you. These are your shadow cursed undead, your special undead that you can raise. This is how you create them.
I love this.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll sort of look at the stone. I'll sort of like just rub my hand over it, like, I'll feed you well. Just keep me alive a bit longer, shall you?
Not quite how I expected that to go, but there you go. I will feed you well.
Yes. I will feed you my pretty. Yes.
Mission. He watches a little pop up in Grim's journal appears. Consume all death, and Grim's like, very well. I shall aim to complete that side quest.
Where's
Niles
where's the aged care home? Just walking
Oh
around.
god.
Niles is really reassessing his life choices. He's like, it's gonna be great.
What's your passive?
It's like,
What's your passive perception,
Niles.
Niles?
it's pretty high actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah. 17.
17. Niles, you watch as shadows begin to curl around Grim's hand. You watch as for a moment he looks a bit panicked. The skin seems to crack, and then suddenly there's this pulse of energy from Grim, and you watch as his hand renews itself, returns as normal. Tendrils of shadow pull from the building and are pulled into his crystal.
What the fuck? I like to imagine that Niles is in a deep meditation, heard Grim go, and then that's when he opened his eyes and just watched this whole thing go down.
Yeah.
And then Niles, so like you come out of this, and Niles just like looks at you, goes, "What the fuck was that?"
Hoot.
Hoot,
I have not heard a good hoot for a very long time.
Hoot?
You don't realize how much the hoots mean.
It's a bit of a hoot.
Should we be worried about that? That was horrifying.
Necromantic energy often does appear that way. Yes, rather horrifying. Trust me, it can feel that way to yourself.
Just to check, are you lying right now?
Good
Am
question.
I lying that necromantic being?
Are you
Energy
within? Are you within?
He's outside with Niles, technically.
Oh, what's the range? What's the range of the zone of truth? What's the range? Well, let's be scientific about this.
I guess that's just how far did Niles walk away as well, right? I don't know.
It's the.
I mean, I've walked back, so it's wherever.
Ooh,
Grim is.
okay.
15-foot radius.
Okay, he's definitely okay. Yeah. So Grim, feel free to tell whatever porcupines you need.
Oh no porcupines. It appears, Niles, that this stone I picked up from Noctis, somewhat hungry for death, to put it lightly. Or necromantic energy will probably be lighter. No, death's probably lighter than necromantic energy as a contribution to it, doesn't it?
That's fine.
It's pretty much think of it like a sponge. If someone dies, they leave a residue around. This
And I
seems
clean it
to
up.
mop up that. Yeah, to clean up that residue.
Residue, their fucking soul.
I like the way you're doing a.
Taken, so it
I'm
really is
I'm
the
convinced,
residue of
Grim.
their soul.
You're just the necromancer equivalent of Mr. Clean. Like this sounds like a service that you're
I'm
offering.
just
Really.
the janitor, really, going around.
People should pay you for your service. Yeah,
Exactly
I
right.
do agree.
Yeah.
I just they pay me to stand in the room, just squeegee it.
Hey, look, I've just taken the soul of your grandmother. Can I please have 100 gold?
I've just eaten the energy left over at the moment of your grandmother's death. 10 gold, I think, sounds appropriate. Yeah.
Trust me, no necromancers become around here. They won't get you.
So Grim, you're not compelled to seek death? This is just
Naturally, that's natural odds with my my line of study. I'm rather.
I mean, he didn't object.
It's not a lie, Grim. Feel free to roll me, I guess, a persuasion check because you're trying to minimize this a little bit. Niles, insight
Absolutely.
check. Yeah. Probably more. That's a 20 for the insight and a 15 for the persuasion. I mean, Grim, you didn't lie when he said you're not compelled to seek out death. You're like, well, actually, as a necromancer, I am compelled to seek out death. That is like the one thing I actually can do. It's the thing I'm best at. So you're not lying. Niles, that is he believes that, but there is probably more there that he's not sharing. There's a sense that he's holding back.
It's like, no, I don't. No, I know you're a necromancer. I know that's kind of your whole thing, but I mean, like, there's a difference between finding a dead person and resurrecting them to life, but actively ending life. You're not, going to like kill people.
Oh, no.
No, it's not like the stone isn't telling you that you need to go and murder.
I sort of like I grab it and just like rattle it to my ear. I'm like, not saying much to me right now. No. I'll keep you posted. If I start, I put my hand out to you and do a handshake on it. If I promise you, if I start going a little bit death crazy, I will let you know. As soon as I know. My core being is to not actively kill people. If they're bad, I will kill them.
I'm having my morals shaken a little, and I just can't. It's just a lot. Okay, there's a lot. So, as long as that's the case, it's fine.
Killing people is bad for business as whole, unless you're a mercenary, of course. But I'm not that.
Oh, a wizard.
I won't. I'm a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry. I'm a what?
What? A lizard.
You're a lizard. Polyshape. Polymorph. Yeah.
I promise I won't go murder crazy on you. But if that changes, do keep an eye out for me. But I will be seeking death as always. Just not good people.
With your insight check, Niles, he seems to be telling the truth, and that promise is very sincere.
Apparently, we'll be finding a lot more of that. Then I just kind of shrug.
Good, bad.
Bart will walk out at this point and like awkwardly look in Niles' direction, but then like not make eye contact, and I guess like see the conversation taking place. We need to move them, obviously, and I guess
they're already in the bag.
They're in the bag of holding.
In the bag of holding. Okay. In that case, look, Bart won't say anything. I'm going to turn.
Do they fit in the bag of holding? With the wings and all?
Aarakocra aren't huge, and the wings kind of can be wrapped around them. So
like a chicken where you get the string and you like.
I probably took off the bands of the binding bands as well and have them stored separately.
Oh, actually, true. What about the bands?
Do they shrink back down?
You just have to. Niles has to command them to come off. Otherwise, they're stuck there.
Cool.
I would have. I would have. I'd say the command word and just walk away.
Yeah.
As you're sort of like standing over there, Lyra walking back out with a bag of holding. You're not sure whether Niles going to want that back. Oh yeah.
Before I left the room, I probably would have done a bit of a good clean, like just get rid of any and all evidence, like
a few feathers that you pick up and chuck into the bag of holding.
By all means, I'll help out with this too, I suppose. By all means, you don't have to do this.
Putting on anything that's broken, washing away any blood.
There's no blood. There's no blood.
Yeah. But yeah, just generally writing everything to how it was when we found it, and then including fixing the lock.
As you go to hand the bag of holding back, I'm like, you should...
No, I was gonna keep it. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is
there a lot of feathers around in here?
Not many, just a couple that got sort of pulled off. not very many.
Also, just in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lyra, as you're sort of finishing off, you remember what you and Grim had been doing only 20 minutes ago, which was having a very light-hearted conversation with the Ocean Trading Company, organizing and hoping to essentially get use of their teleportation circle to get back to Oxenford, back to the guild.
The rate of acquisition. And then I guess like as I'm sort of locking up behind us as we walk out of the room, I'm not quite sure. I guess I sort of look at Grim and just knowing that we have to keep moving, otherwise, last anyone knows, the 2 peregrine falcons were last seen in here, and then now there are no peregrine falcons and us.
Let's
Grim, the acquisition.
We should go. We do need to go back and get that letter. We need to speak to that lady to use the teleportation circle. So, did we want to go back to Plan A? We can go back to the Tempest Guild that way. I can hopefully learn how to use the teleportation circle.
Yeah, assuming that there's, that we don't need 5 billion signatures. Otherwise, I vote we find an airship and.
I love signatures. That's no problem. Paperwork is completely up my alley. So if we need paperwork done, you guys can have a coffee or a tea or a mead. I can sort that.
Grim drinks of all death, not just physical death, but also the death of fun. So he really loves documents as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And documents and signatures are like the death of enjoyment and fun. So
what is it? The energy vampire from what happens?
His nickname is Evie. Energy vampire. God, fucking Colin Robinson. Fucking guy.
I love Colin Robinson. He's amazing.
Colin Robinson's the best.
Bart
we can meet you guys back at the inn if you prefer. There's a few ends we need to see if we can sort out before we head back.
Yeah. Bart will sort of nod, starting in that direction. I'm not sure if there's going to be anything on it, but wanting to have some, I guess, comfort in this this time, even though he knew that it needed to be done, and there was that stress of like, if he didn't do it, the panic starting to build in of what would happen to Satine. It still wasn't nice. I'm going to summon, hoping that he's done his job now, and we're not even sure if we're going to pass by anymore, if we're going to be teleporting back. So I'm going to summon back Kong Chi to my side, just to sort of have, I guess, under my arm, like his waist, and just walking side by side with me.
But as you go to summon Kong Chi is a spell that relies on your paladin powers. Could you please make me a spellcasting check?
Oh, shit.
At plus 9. 19 plus 9 though for the spellcasting.
That's
so what?
pretty
28?
good. That's pretty
28.
good.
There is only a moment of almost like a resistance, and then that need for comfort, that kind of sense that something is wrong. You push through, pouring your energy into this, and as you resummon Kong Chi, you watch as Kong Chi condenses, coalesces out of mist summoned from your hands. Fox-like form, antlers and wings, as it moves forward, and Kong Chi sort of nuzzles into you. There's a sense of confusion from Kong Chi, sensing your emotions, understanding that something's off with you. Yeah, that confusion and wanting to comfort you.
I'll start heading to the tavern beside, I guess, like the others that are heading in that direction. Yeah.
Wait, so just quickly, what's the movements of the party?
So it sounds like everyone's heading to a tavern, a safe harbor, which you know very well, Cassius. You've been there a number of times.
Yes.
It's more of a locals tavern. There's a couple of locations around Seastride where you can get a really good drink, find a nice place to sleep. A safe harbor is more of the locals one. So whoever's kind of directed them here clearly likes them and has given them some good advice. So as soon as you kind of ask that question, Lyra goes, "Oh yeah, no, a safe harbor." You're like, "Oh yeah, good choice." It's your favorite place to drink when you're in Seastride.
I probably wouldn't go directly to the tavern. I'd probably walk a little bit on my own.
Lyra and Grim are taking a bit of a detour off back to the.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought
Yeah,
it was. So
true.
now that's because like obviously I don't know these people at all, but if people go into the tavern, I probably will go there. That detour sounds not my thing.
They're going to organise some paperwork. It sounds like.
However, Cassius is not liking the idea either of the notable awkward silences probably between the two Aarakocra at the moment, so he's sort of like, oh good, this is going to be swell.
Trouble in paradise for the Hoot brothers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We've got the name of the episode.
They're not literally like going to be the awkward, like just third tie ability. It's oh god, this is awkward.
I did call this episode an awkward encounter. I think we can just rename it awkward silence as the yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe a fractured
silence.
relationship fracture. Yeah. An orc in silence. Yeah. Fractured friendship. Also not a bad title.
Wait, hold on. Is the dream for me to save them from disaster? Or is it for me to save the Hoot brothers from
It was everyone. Everyone was on the little skiff.
We gotta get
Everyone was on the skiff.
Together.
You gotta save the Hoot brothers.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay, yeah, I'll go to the tavern though with the
Perfect. Let's jump over with Grim and Lyra for the moment then. You make your way back towards the Ocean Trading Company. The gecko is still there. Silas, as you approach, she, again, that long tongue comes out and licks her eyes as she looks at you, this gecko lizard folk.
Yes, you have returned. You needed to speak with Cynthia?
Yes, we just had to pop off, Lyra and I, just for a minute. Yes.
She was third floor, wasn't she?
Third floor.
Thank you. We'll be right back. I'm sure this should take just a minute.
As you make your way up the stairs behind you, you walk past a number of officers on this third floor. A few people moving around, giving you sort of looks as you walk past, but no one stops you. There's no reason to stop you on your way. And as you pass by a couple of doors, fourth one down, you come across Cynthia, and it's head of acquisitions.
Cynthia, I believe.
The door is closed as you knock on the door.
Sorry, I'm just at the door. Cynthia, yes.
Cynthia, hello. Grimmaw Mulder here. Can I have the energy that's left when you die? I'm a bit peckish.
No, as you
Under the door.
I want to death in here. Death of the soul.
do you open the door or do you knock? Good question.
I knock first.
Politely knock on the door. You hear a voice from inside call out, "Come in!" And as you open the door, you see sitting behind the desk a rather portly gnomish woman. Her hair is this kind of lavender purple, very dark at the bottom, lighter as it goes back, and it's pulled back into this very impressive, almost wave that sweeps back and then curls back over the top again. She's very tanned, this very, very almost like golden tan skin, and she has a pair of half-moon spectacles perched upon her slightly elongated nose. As she looks up over the top of the spectacles at you, which she pulls them off, places them down, and goes,
"No, I don't believe you're my 2 o'clock."
No, I'm not. I was meant to be here a bit earlier. Whether or not that was part of it, I had a quick errand. Doesn't matter to you. I am Grim, and this is my partner here, Lyra. Pleasure to meet you. I imagine you're Cynthia. I was told by Silas.
Cynthia Whistlewood. Yes, please come in. I do have maybe 15 minutes.
as she pulls out a very ornate pocket watch and checks it.
15 minutes before my 2 o'clock. If you take a seat, I'm sure I can help you.
Mine as well with her.
Yep.
Yes, of course. It will be very quick. We're just popping through town. We just come at a sea stride, just today, really. Looking to use your teleportation circle, and I was told that I would need to get a letter recommendation from you.
A writ of acquisition. Yes, to have access to our teleportation circle, I will need to know what you plan on moving through it, when you plan on moving things through it, and the business nature of this transportation.
No, absolutely. Lyra, where the locations, the town.
The Tempest Adventuring Guild in Oxenford.
The Tempest Adventuring Guild. My apologies. I did not recognize you. You are affiliated with the Tempest Guild? You are members?
Yes.
Right. Well, I'm afraid we don't have coordinates to the Tempest Guild headquarters, but we obviously have a connection to the Oxenford branch of the Ocean Trading Company. That would be close enough for comfort for this particular journey.
Plenty close.
Wonderful.
The transportation would be. I'm just sort of mentally counting on my fingers, including.
Cassius.
Goodness. Yeah, this is Cassius. And a rather large crystal that we need to get back to the guild as soon as possible, which is why we've contacted you today.
Right, but this is for an emergency, correct? Not for regular use? You're not attempting to set up a line of business shipping through our teleportation circle. It sounds like this is for adventure.
She says, there's a bit of an excitement in her voice.
A one-time emergency, if we can. I mean, yeah.
Well,
we wouldn't use it willy-nilly. We're not trading goods, such like that.
Right,
yes.
For an emergency, one-time use, a writ of acquisition would be wholly inappropriate. I will need to fetch Form 13F, emergency use of teleportation services. I have it here, but wait a moment.
You watch she begins to reach through cabinets beneath her before emerging with a pink slip of paper, a white page behind it.
Here we are. If you could please fill out these details, it will come with a nominal fee of 100 gold pieces.
100 gold pieces? Yes, as I'm reading through the document, is there any legalese or anything like that I can notice on this to barter down of this?
Yeah. Do you want to make me an investigation check, please, Grim, as you examine this legal document? You'll be good at this. 12. Grim, there's a lot of clauses and sub-clauses here. There's a clear space at the top, very bold text, proclaiming this is the Ocean Trading Company's emergency use of teleportation services. Room for up to 12 spaces for names of occupants for the teleportation, names of travelers, as well as any items and goods. Each one comes with a fee associated with it, and she's done a very quick bit of adding up to come with the price. It's already 20 gold pieces cheaper than what is stated on the form, but it does also say that prices are up to the discretion of the person presenting the form and authorizing it. In terms of legalese, obviously the Ocean Trading Company takes no responsibility for any damages, injuries that may occur as a result of incorrect teleportation, failure of teleportation to occur properly, or scattered body parts from a catastrophic failure of the teleportation system, which can very rarely occur. As you sort of read through, nothing jumps out at you as being particularly problematic, just that you are agreeing to a one-time use of this, the emergency services, and that it will be logged and kept track of amongst the Ocean Trading Company that you have used this emergency service. And it is expected that adventurers relying on such a helpful service may donate some money or potentially offer some community service in return to the Ocean Trading Company at some point to pay back this kind of generous offer from the.
So that's on top of the fee you pay.
There seems to be a favor implied on top of the fee. The fee is for the immediate requirements. The favor is to show goodwill, for the goodwill of offering their teleportation circle. Yeah.
Got you.
Can I?
Sorry.
If I'm reading over his shoulder,
yes,
just that clause of the favor.
Yeah. She's vague.
Yeah. Can I just get a quick little bit of clarification just on this little section here?
Of course. Yes.
When you say the favor, is it kind of like a like the colloquial sense of the favor, or is it in the sense of like the Fae kind of favor?
Oh, no. We're not some sort of malicious organization. We're merely here to help facilitate the movement of goods across our fair country and surrounding regions. No, it is simply that if there was a contract that the guild needed completed, we would hope that those who have benefited from the use of our services here would be the first to raise their hands to offer their help to the guild in its times of trouble. Should an item be lost, or should a package go astray, perhaps the guild would devote their time and energy to locating it quickly on behalf of the guild.
Can I use that insight check?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check. You already have 24. Yeah, she's not setting out to trick you. There is no maliciousness involved. This is not some fey tricksy nonsense. This is just a company almost offering like a think of it as like a sort of semi sponsorship kind of thing, where like, well, you have required the assistance of the ocean trading company. Remember that we've helped you. You help us.
One kind of deal.
It's like, we've helped you. You help us. When shit goes wrong, you put your hands up. Otherwise, unfortunately, there may not be this service in the future. It's very heavily implied. Like think about it that way. And she's being very pleasant, but she's also like, she's going to stick to this, and she's going to make sure that you return this favor. Definitely.
That shouldn't be an issue. The time frame of this favor. Is there anything in particular? I mean,
at your earliest convenience. I'm sure someone in Oxenford would need something. We are rather well stocked here at the moment. We've not had any problems. But if you do find yourself in Sea Stride and that favor has not yet eventuated, come and find me, and I'll find something for you, I'm sure.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I'll go gather our traveling companions and the goods requiring transportation.
If you fill out the form here with the names and approximate size, weight, and dimensions of the item you wish to transport, I can stamp it now. You do not need to come back and see me again. You can present it to our lovely master of the circle, Silas.
Wow. Yep. Thank you.
We got did we get cuttings of the ruby?
Not yet.
Not yet. Haven't got that. Look, as I'm going through dimensions, I'm like, would I have a pretty good recollection of, like, you know, the rough? Yeah.
It's almost as tall as you, Grim. It's like, it's 2 meters tall, 2 and a bit meters tall, like a meter wide. It's fucking huge, this gemstone.
Yeah.
It's a giant ruby.
Price, and I'm just like, yep, this all seems reasonable. Yes, of course. The 100 gold pieces. I do see you off for that. That's Lyra. Sorry.
I was going to say that's not an issue.
That's not an issue. That's
wonderful.
I was just wondering, for goodwill and your help and such like that. Look, I'd be happy to take on the quest for you. As soon as we come back into town in Oxford. I was wondering if there was is there any wiggle room just with the
I have a sister who works for the ocean trading company who lives in Paladin. Her life was saved by your organization, your guild, and the least I can do is offer a bit of a discount in this moment. She owes her life to the efforts of your organization in defeating and stopping Tiamat. So I have already applied a discount. I want to thank you for all you've done.
In that case, then, this is entirely reasonable. As I sign my name and pass the document over to Lyra for witnessing.
Only one signature is required. Just make sure you've got everyone's names and the dimensions of the package you wish to transport. Good.
And
pleasure.
Is this all right? On the off chance that I can't locate everyone today,
if you have
would tomorrow be all right?
Names? Yes, no. This writ is relevant until you've used it. It's a use for when you need. I will stamp it now with today's date, but if you could use it in the next week, next month, would make no difference.
And can I can memorize the teleportation circle in case we do need to come back to see what that request in the future. I wouldn't use it all the time.
Unauthorized use. And recording of our runes is these runes are protected by the company. This would require a writ of acquisition and a business arrangement between your guild and the trading company. That would be something that would need to be hashed out over a number of deals and conversations. I cannot authorize that right now. I must ask you please not to memorize any of the runes. It will be unauthorized use if you do.
Oh, no memorization at all. But for what would it cost
That is something that is will require quite a bit of communication to organize a business communication. We would need to know how often you need the circle, how often.
And she goes through a list of all the different things that would be required. Basically, like you are entering into a binding contract with the Ocean Trading Company about use of their teleportation circle and all of their teleportation circles, and it is exhaustive. She will go through the stuff that you need, and it is a long list.
Partway through, I realize that I see Lyra's eyes glazing over, and I'm like, we can talk about this later. That's fine.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
See, you've recorded all the names.
Gives it a stamp, passes it back to you, peels off the white page at the back, which has taken a copy of all of your names, files it away, and hands you the pink slip. Let's jump over quickly to Cassius, Bart, and Niles. We'll wrap up the session as you guys begin to approach the safe harbor inn. As you, Bart in front with Kong Chi, Cassius in the middle, Niles a bit back. It sounds like Cassius is kind of like move forward, kind of talk to Bart a little bit, and then drop back and talk to Niles a little bit. It's like, yeah, there's definitely something going on here. There's been.
I'll just sort of probably go like, I'll go to Bart real quick. Hey, how you doing there, bud? Yeah. No stress there. That's all right. Well, you know, yeah. I just
slowly drop back
a bit.
Bart will like pick up his pace a little bit, just like,
yeah. Well, okay. Seems like the only. Okay, I'm not going to make that joke actually, because I was thinking I was going to make a joke about. Well, it seems like there's not only one crushed windpipe around here. But I feel like a bit on the nose. So I might actually. I won't say it though, but I think it. And then I go to Niles.
Yeah.
So hey, how you doing there, friends?
You just go hoot.
Sad hoot.
Hoot. Okay. Yep. Well, keep your head up there, champ. Okay. I'll just keep moving on. And I'll
and
just
that is. Yeah, there you go.
No. I was just gonna say. Well, this is gonna be great having a few beers with these lads.
And that is where we wrap up for tonight. As you arrive at a safe harbor inn, as you leave Kong Chi at the little stables out the front. Not a big stables. They're not used to having horses or things move through Drifthaven. It's not a very friendly city for large companion animals. But there is a small area where you can... Yeah.
No, that's okay. With Kong Chi, it's been a while since Kong Chi's been back to his home plane. He is a spirit from the Fae. I bring him here due to our connection, but he deserves to be home as well. I needed to see him for a second. I didn't want to go up to Niles because I didn't want to push that boundary. He needs time, I need time. There's a lot just happened. I'll de-summon Kong Chi, but I will take a second as I consider tying up Kong Chi just to see if there's anything on him from the Firbolg clan.
Nothing. No messages. Nothing at all. The good news is he's not stained with ash or anything. So, I mean, maybe that's a good sign. Hard to know for sure. Don't worry too much about that though. Ember's going to go check on them. So, we will wrap up as you head on inside a safe harbor. Cassius, as you lead them in and call out to the barkeep, a Malor and Orc you know very, very well. And as you order your usual and sit down at the booth, you watch as Bart and Niles sit at opposite ends, not making eye contact, and you realize this is going to be fun. That is where we'll wrap up. That is where we'll wrap up for tonight.
Is there any of my drinking mates around? Is there anyone I know in the bar?
I actually will roll for that. I'll roll for that next. We'll have you roll for that next session. We'll see if anyone you know is there. But as you sit down between the two, we'll end as you look around and go like, yeah, fuck. Look for anyone else. Perfect. Thank you so much.
I won't even ask for a pint. I'll be like jug,
whiskey, all of it.
The bottle.
Oh, do you want a glass? The bottle, please.
The bottle, yes. The bottle is made of glass. Yes, I'll have the whole glass. Awesome sauce. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. That is where we're going to wrap up for today. We will be back next week for more Curse of Strahd on Monday and more Return of the Giants on Wednesday. We are going to go and raid a lovely friend of the channel tonight. Let's go and raid Oh, they've removed the ones you already... They've removed the follow ones from raids. That's annoying. I missed the... Why have Twitch done this? You used to be able to see who you've followed and who you've raided in the past. That's very annoying.
Part of the nuke for view bots in Twitch.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, well, let's go and raid Ruinous Paths D&D. It looks like they could use some love. They're doing Shadow of the Dragon Queen, which feels like it's going to be a follow-up to... Or is that part of the Tyranny of Dragon? No, it's Horde of the Dragon Queen.
Shadow Queen...
Must be a...
Shadow Queen's Dragonlance.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Awesome. Well, let's go and raid that. That sounds really fun.
The world of Kryn. Really interesting.
I'll go and get that raid happening. For everyone else, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you all again next time. Stay safe, stay well, and remember, crush the windpipe of the like button. Drag the soul down of the comment. And remember to drink the death of the subscribe button. And we will see you all again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay well. Farewell, everybody. Bye!
Bye!
Bye.